What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Gabagoo Barbecue. It's been a while. Thank you for joining in. If you're new to the channel, hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you do. Anyways, it's been many months. This will be my first smoke of the year. It's been a hard last 8 or 9 months, but everything's in life has been coming at me, but I'm over that now, and it's time to move on. Today's cook, first and foremost, I want to dedicate to my mom. She's my biggest fan and subscriber. She passed away last fall, so I just want to dedicate this cook to her. That said, on today's cook, I'm going to do something for the first time to me. Beef chop. I'm going to smoke it like a brisket. I've never had this before, never cooked it before. Never watched a video on it before. Only thing I have seen is people cook it like a brisket. I've seen titles like that, so that's what I'm going to attempt today. Killer Hobbs Barbecue TX brisket rub and Cosmos Q's Texas beef. Going to put this one on. It's a very fine one. Going to do a first layer first, very heavily. Then I'm going to do the second layer with the TX brisket rub. Anyways, that said, let's get this underway. All right, get my stuff out of the way. I know somewhere around here I have a knife. Where did that knife go? There it is. All right. All right, let's get this out of the bag. I did have this one previously frozen. Bought a couple of them. Immediately brought it home from the butcher shop and vacuum sealed it, threw it in the freezer. Let me get this out of here. You guys don't really want to keep your meats more than 6 months frozen. After that, they kind of start to break down or either get frostbite one way or another because those airtight bags don't always hold the air. All right, check out that marbling. This to me looks good. To me, this looks like a big 3-inch thick cut ribeye or something. Just looks like that. Looks like a T-bone. That's what it looks like. Can't wait to do this, something different. I've been tired of cooking the same old thing over and over, so I'm excited about this one, guys. I'd like to know how you do it. Me being a noob at this, tell me how to do it. I want to see that in the comments, if you don't mind, because that'll give me more than just this way of doing it. All right, anyways, I'm gonna get this all seasoned up with the Texas beef, Cosmos Q. Used this one in the past many times. It's been a while. All right, that's just sufficient. I'm gonna grab the sides, get all that extra stuff up so it doesn't go to waste. Good deal. Now, let's hit it. That one. Never go wrong with killer hogs either. Cosmos or killer hogs. All right. A lot of salt, pepper, garlic in this one. Get those sides as best as you can. Get my big old hand out the way. Try to get this as best I can for you guys. Oh, that smells good. Definitely peppery. Oh boy. All right, that's a nice looking chuck, if I do say so myself. Okay, while that, I'm gonna close this up, take my glove off here. I'm just gonna cover it up, keep it out of the sun, keep the potential bugs away that are gonna come when they're gonna smell the meat. So we'll just let that rest. Now it's time to light the charcoal. Show you what's going on with that. All right, this is what I'm doing for charcoal today. B&B, better burn the charcoal with oak. All right, gonna light some of that up on the side burner. Only thing I ever do, and its only purpose for my gas grill. Never use this thing. Not enough room here with the side of the lid there to get a good sized pan in there. Anyways, does heat your charcoal up the fastest way, better than any of the gimmicks that are out there. All right, guys, let's get this lit. All right, let's open up this bag of B&B. Cool. So I am going to be doing the slow and sear over there. Going to be cooking this indirect. You'll see. So we've got some big pieces here, which is nice. That's what I like. Don't like all the little crap. All right, got this already lit up. There we go. And we'll just chill for 4 or 5 minutes, and then I'll be good enough to throw in the 26. All right, she's all ready to go. Let's take a look. Got the nice 37 there, the ranch, nice and pollinated. You have to clean her up. Check out the shine on this one. You know what I did on that? Got some car wax out of my garage, just to spray stuff, wet or dry. Didn't even wipe it down first. It was all dirty. I put, and just a few sprays of that, wiped it down with a microfiber cloth, and boom. It's gonna repel dirt, keep it shiny for a while. I'll do that on old Mr. Pit Barrel there too. All right, this is good to go. Let's go ahead and dump it into the slow and sear. There it is. I'll get my coal mover. Alright, so I'm going to load this up. I don't think this thing is going to take more than 4 or 5 hours, but I'll probably way off since this is my first time. So I'm going to put some unlit coals over there, yada yada, so they'll light and catch and last a long time. So, that said, I'm going to put the lid on. Actually, I'm going to load it up like I was talking about. Be right back. Alright, I also have some post oak, just to complement the oak that already comes in or is added to this lump, according to the bag. Alright, that should do it. So that's our setup. Alright. Alright. Weber's good to go. I'm trying to keep it around 275. If I get 275, 250 and 300 is where I want to be, but I'm going to try to keep it locked in at 275. That said, this thing's been sitting for a bit, ready to go. So get yourself a spatula, lift your chuck. Gonna put this guy right here, smack in the middle. Looks like there's a fat cap out there, so I'm gonna get that closest to the heat. And we'll close this lid up. And we'll check on it time to time. I'll let you know how many times I have to add any additional lump coal to this or any modifications I have to do. Got the bottom vent there, just open, probably looks like 1/3 of an inch. If that, 1/4 of an inch, I would say. I'll probably have to close those down even more. And I'm gonna close the top lid there, or the top dome damper to about halfway. Try to dial it in and I'll lock it in from there. Cool, so that said, we shall be back. Righteous. All right, we are 4.5 hours in at 170. It's the average temp when I probe it a few times, so I'm liking how the bark is looking. It's a lot darker on the in real life than it's coming up on the cam, of course. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in butcher paper. That will allow the bark to continue to develop as well as retain moisture, because if I let it go without wrapping it, I don't want it to risk running dry. So I have had to add a couple handfuls of lump in the meantime. So we're running close to 300 degrees on this, but man, that's looking good. So let's get this thing out of here, wrapped up in some butcher paper, and we'll put it right back on. All right. Get your spatula. Get this guy. Put it on there. All right. Spatula. Okay. All right. Hey, Rosie. What you doing? All right. There we go. Got this on nice and tight. There it is. Let me add on. It's not really going to take in too much more smoke now, so I'm not really going to add any more chunk. Add that, and I think we'll be done here in about an hour. It's past the stall. It was in the stall for a good hour, hanging at 158 degrees. But it's looking right. It's smelling great, looking good. So we'll be back. All right, guys, we're at 191 internal. All my wireless and wire thermometers wore out on me, so I didn't have anything inside the grill today. Nothing inside the meat. Didn't like that, man. So I ordered this off of Amazon today, same day delivery. So I got this wired up. 345, ramped it up to finish this thing off. 192 now. It is wrapped in the butcher paper still, so I'm thinking maybe another 30 minutes before it's time to pull it off. All right, nice evening. Yeah, another new little gadget. Seems to be pretty freaking straightforward. I don't think there's an app for it. I haven't searched, but it came with this thing. As long as I can put this in my pocket, man. This thing, same thing as pulling out my phone and looking at that. Cool. Laters. All right, we finally hit our tent. Finally hit the tent. 203. Look at that. That's butcher paper, man. Nice and saturated. It's gonna be juicy. Smells so freaking good. It actually does smell like a brisket. It really does. Can't wait. I'm not gonna rest it for like 3 or 4 or 2 hours as I do for a brisket. Probably just 30 minutes on this, maybe an hour. And we'll bust it out, slice it like a brisket, and see what it looks and tastes like. All right, guys and gals, thank you very much. And Rosie, yeah, you want some too, don't you? I could tell. You'll get some. All right, forgot to take the damn thing out. Okay, there we go. Get that grill probe out of there later. Pull this guy out. Actually, I like to leave those in because that kind of gives me a good reading of the internal temp as I let it rest for the time. So I am going to bring this inside, let it rest in there, bring it back out for the cuttings. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. Love that Weber 26, man. Regret getting the 22. 22 is great and all, just not big enough. And the 26 is way overpriced. That's my 2 cents. All right. being pressed to me. Lots of words here. Alright, first time doing this chuck roast. Came out amazing. I have no other means to compare it to, no other baselines. So, this is a very high bar I think I set for the first time doing this. Those two rubs mixed together created an amazing bar. It's very, very peppery, very, very salty. SPG. That's what's in there. Got some onion in there too, for sure. But that's about it. Wow. Woo! Spicy. It's kicking in. Wow. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did enjoy making it. Pray getting back to it. Got a lot of stuff lined up